Josh, get a grip. It's your turn to do the intro for our show.
Okay, I'll try.
Josh, you can't bring back all the dead characters.
That's Mew-Mew.
Seriously? You're crying about the hammer?
Yeah, Mew-Mew.
The hammer. That's what you're crying about.
Mew-Mew.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was Josh's turn to welcome you back to the Storm Crow.
Okay. Okay, grip.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay.
Welcome back to the Storm Crow Show. My name is Josh.
And I'm Brady.
And today we're going to discuss a review of Thor, Ragnarok, and Mew-Mew.
May it rest in peace, I guess. Or pieces. Josh. Okay, yeah, that was maybe a little bit too soon, but I had to say it.
Okay. I'm feeling better now. Maybe they can pick something up from Home Depot.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're going to discuss real quickly just kind of our thoughts about the movie, what we liked, what we didn't like, just a couple points each. And that's about it, basically. Oh, well, there could be spoilers.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Sweet.
So
I'll let you start off.
Has been issued.
Yeah, I'll let you start. I'm still recovering from Mew-Mew.
Okay.
And no, that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched any of the trailers, you know by now. Yeah.
If your cousin's been watching the trailers, then you probably know about it by now.
Yeah, if your friend who's in a different country and doesn't even speak English and doesn't even own a TV has been watching the trailers, they probably know by now.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I really liked the movie. I thought it was really good. Mm-hmm. There were a couple things that I wanted to bring up really quick that maybe are worth noting. Number one is, I think you and I were both surprised when Doctor Strange wasn't in the movie as much as what we thought he was going to be.
Yeah, he was almost like just a curious footnote.
Yeah, and I mean, and this kind of gets to my first point, which is, I think, judging by the early trailers and the footage that was released, I think that it looks like this movie may have gotten at least parts of it rewritten, probably for plot-related reasons, because there's some scenes that are clearly in the trailers that totally were different in the movie. Like when Hela grabs the hammer and smashes it. In the trailer, it looks like they're in some sort of like alleyway in like New York.
Yeah.
Whereas,
or England or wherever it is.
Yeah, exactly. But they were in a city. Whereas in the movie, you know, she did that in basically the Norway countryside.
True.
So it wasn't even close to a city. So, I don't know. Just some thoughts. I don't know if they rewrote it or maybe I'm just totally misinterpreting the trailers now, but I thought it was interesting.
They may have done multiple takes, but either way, yeah, I agree. It was not quite what I expected. And then to jump off on that point, and I'm okay now about Mew-Mew. And I know it's pronounced Mjolnir, by the way. But I know Darcy would say it's Mew-Mew.
That is true.
Anyways, I didn't expect that ending. It was brilliant, I think, in many ways, because it made sense. Like, it was coherent. Because sometimes there's endings or resolutions to problems that don't make a lot of sense. But here it made sense.
Yep.
They didn't explicitly say it, but I actually had to think about it. So I did appreciate that. I'm not going to spoil that, because that was not shown in the trailers.
No, not really.
If you've read the comics, maybe this would be something you would know, but besides, it may not be even the comics. I don't know. I haven't read them. So, in either case, I think it was a very good, climax that was well appreciated. I appreciated it. And also, I'm just going to say acting from all of the characters, whether it's the curious footnote of Doctor Strange, Tom Hiddleston's, Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange. Tom Hiddleston, of course, as Loki, always does a great job. Kate Blanchett as Hela. Anthony Hopkins, Chris Hemsworth, on and on and on. I could go on and on. They did a great job with that. Yeah. They played their characters, and if you were supposed to hate that character, you hated them. And if you're supposed to like them or be annoyed by them, whatever they were supposed to convey, they did that. And it didn't feel like, wow, that was annoying.
Yeah.
Or flat or whatever. Anyways, sorry, back to you.
Yeah, so my second point was, speaking of all the characters, yeah, we're just on a roll with segues here.
I know. Mew-Mew.
Yeah, right. It was actually really surprising how many characters didn't show up in this movie that you would have almost expected to be in here.
True.
Like, there are certain characters in the Marvel Universe that you would just expect to show up depending on the movie.
Right.
So, we got used to seeing Nick Fury, but it's not terribly surprising that he wasn't in this movie, considering that S.H.I.E.L.D. fell and that, they were on Earth for a grand total of, 45 minutes, maybe. That.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to tell you what that's from, but it's very funny.
It is very funny. But one character that stood out to me that really should have been in this movie but wasn't was Jamie Alexander's Lady Sif. It was like, okay, they...
Notably absent, actually.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting because, the rest of his entourage, the Warriors 3...
Spoilers?
Were all in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Spoiler!
I thought you were going to say
Spoiler alert!
I thought you were going to say something else. So
no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
spoil that much. All right, fair enough.
I'm not gonna spoil that much. Heimdall was there as well. Odin, of course, was there. Loki was there.
Yep.
And Thor was in his own movie, so we've got our bases covered.
Jane wasn't Natalie Portman's character, though that was explained, and I understand from the comics that actually would make sense.
Okay.
Possibly at this point.
So, but that was kind of surprising to me, was that, some of the key characters that you would expect to be in the story, mostly Lady Sif, there might be a few others that I'm not thinking of right now that should have been in the movie, were not. Yeah. So,
well, the other thing, and I just want to try to wrap this up, but first of all, I want to start off by saying, despite Mew-Mew's death, gosh, this is going to become a meme at this point.
That'd be awesome.
Except I'm not the one who came up with it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you. Gonna agree if I can't remember her name now. But the gal who plays Darcy, that is. But here's the thing. I love the movie. Like I said, the acting was really good. It was a good storyline. It was a little more campy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I mean, it felt more like Guardians of the Galaxy in certain ways.
It did, yes.
And as a result, there was certainly some issues with language, more issues with language, because it felt more like that Guardian of the Galaxies type in terms of language issues. So, not to knock it hard down, I was not as jarred by it as I was from Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I was a little more like, what? Why? Why? It just felt so out of place at time.
Which, if you've watched our episode for our Spider-Man review, you're gonna know that we didn't hate that movie.
Right, we didn't. I didn't hate that movie.
We thought it was okay. We just didn't think it was their best, and this one
is better.
Is better than that one. So
and you could always, we could get into whole discussions about, is it too much, too little, whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, it wasn't as painful. At the same time, again, don't bring your 8-year-old kid. They're going to say, because there's plenty of lines in there that adults might find amusing and kind of move on from life, but your 8-year-old kid or your 10-year-old, even sometimes a teenager, but it's rated PG-13 for a reason. So again, be aware of that. Don't bring your young kids to it, because they might start repeating it, and then you might have to explain something, or it might be a good conversation starter, I suppose. But just cautionary tale as usual. But yeah, no, did not hate either movie, but certainly I like this one much better. And there's, like I said, I would say I actually would recommend going seeing this one.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a solid inclusion to the movies we've had so far.
It was a solid inclusion to the MCU.
Yeah,
the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, Brady, any last thoughts?
Nope. So, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what we're doing next week. I never know. We always play it by ear.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We might discuss Murder on the Orient Express. Or maybe something more about Ruby. Or whatever. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.